One thing I do want to note is like even on the if we go back to the other slide, like
Sure.
a lot of people are going like Fury gained 11 to 13 and like 10 to 13, and they're always like noting like, well, that doesn't feel like a big number and so forth. But I think players,
by percentage, it's really big.
Yeah, by percentage,
it also
it's actually
scales
really
with a
big.
whole lot of other stuff. It gets spooky when we do too much in a percent wise.
Exactly. So I think
because of how everything works in our game.
I think people are seeing some of the smaller numbers, but not realizing that other things. Obviously, it scales with other things and other and it mixes in with whether you. Other gear that you have and so forth. So this is just the baseline number. And you have to remember that obviously when that number gets tweaked, everything else gets tweaked that gets...
Want to point that out too when we do like damage increases where it might seem small because it's increasing the base that everything else multiplies and scales on. It can be a bit... I mean, sometimes it's not as much. We can go and do it again, right? But it's scary and risky. So we have to think about that because it's very easy to be like, oh, just make it 20. And now, late game, you're just like bashing once and then getting all your fury back or something, right?
Right.
So, all right, so violent upheaval. This one gives you berserking, and it used to be that you had to damage 2 or more enemies or 3 or more enemies to get a better buff. And now we're adding bosses to that. So when you're in a boss fight, you're just going to be able to get and chain that berserking again, making it usable in a part of the game where it didn't used to be. We've also got Gushing Wounds is one I think worth calling out. This is the key passive.